Hello everyone, my name is Jordan and these are the JLab Go Air Pop 2s, and they are a very cheap option coming from a very reputable company. Now how could something so very affordable actually sound so good? How much sound can they really give the user for the price they are paying? Now who are they for and what can you expect once you get them? Well, let's find out. JLab knows all about constructing small, sturdy, and aesthetically appealing buds. The Go Air Pop is no different, maintaining the brand's bold colored, minimalist appearing design, all while being shrunk down. Speaking of things being shrunken down, JLab also managed to scale down the charging case. It is lighter, incredibly small, and pocket friendly. The coolest element is the built-in USB cable that is stored underneath the case, letting you charge on the go with compatible devices or accessories. The magnetic lid does feel flimsy, but I guess something had to give when accounting for cost. I would have loved to see the case receive an IPX4 protection as well, but it did not. Comfort is moderate. Fit is where I found some issues though, as the cavity doesn't shape to the inner part of the ear as well as some other models, resulting in looseness. Furthermore, the silicone tips lack grip and don't form a tight seal, which can affect audio performance, but more on that later. The buds come with an IPX4 sweat and water resistance and a body composed of hard plastic. In other words, these are some tough in-ears that won't crack when hitting the concrete or damage easily when exposed to moisture. JLab's auto on and connect technology is still amazing, instantly pairing to devices and making the switch from one recognized device to another an effortless task. Kudos to JLab for programming a full suite of media controls on such limited hardware. You can manage calls, playback volume, EQ activation, and digital assistance at the tip of your finger. On-ear detection for auto pause and play didn't make the cut though. The control scheme is unique but not the most reliable, particularly around the right bud. Play pause is a double tap which doesn't respond well to its assigned input and gets mistaken for volume up, which is a single tap almost 90% of the time I used it. Multi-taps don't really register well either, requiring several attempts to fire up Siri or Google Assistant or even cycle through the EQs. Speaking of Apple and Google's AI bots, both are buggy on the Go Air Pop, which is kind of a bummer. But when they are working, they respond quickly to inquiries. Now, to get 8 hours of playtime from a pair of $20 wireless earbuds is exceptional. Realistically, it's about 7 hours when factoring in volume, streaming, and the EQ modes. So that will get you around 4 days of moderate use before you have to be tossing them in the charging case, which holds up to 32 hours of total fully charged. The integrated USB cable is an awesome bonus to have when you want to power up the buds at home or in an office setting. It's particularly designed for charging case on desktops and laptops. I don't ever expect much from the call quality on these buds, but nothing this bad. When taking calls indoors, there were several complaints from friends about my voice cutting in and out, along with some muffling. Outside was way worse, because the slightest ambient noise, which was mostly wind, interfered with every conversation. Being in a completely quiet room and speaking loudly was the only time anyone could hear what I was saying. Bluetooth has always been a hallmark for JLab, and that has not changed on the Go Air Pop. Range is advertised at about 30 feet, although it is higher when using the buds in complete open space, which is around 35 feet max. Going from room to room does cause some dropout around the 25-foot mark, but nothing too serious. The Go Air Pop is scarce on features though, but at least it offers some audio personalization through EQ settings that don't require a companion app to enable. You can do this manually on either bud using a triple tap gesture. The 3 EQs on here are JLab Signature, Balanced, and Bass Boost. And a bonus, each one has been vastly improved from when the company first introduced them on their earlier creations. JLab Signature is considered the flagship between the three and suits most music genres. I immediately noticed the amplification in vocals and bass when switching to it. I was satisfied with the frequency response as well. Switching to Balance provided neutral sound, resulting in an equal mix of lows, mids, and highs. JLab suggests using the preset for audiobooks, podcasts, and classical music, and I completely agree. Pop records also perform well, and lastly, there's Bass Boost, which is self-explanatory. This preset emphasizes the low end and provides some room for mids to breathe, though highs are nearly phased out. Noise isolation is mediocre due to ear tips not creating a tight seal, meaning ambient noise will creep in during listening sessions. And now, all in all, at the end of the day, well, color me impressed because the Go Air Pop mostly lives up to the hype. Sound and low make the buds worth owning, thanks to properly engineered EQs that match different types of content. Playtimes are sufficient for all-day listening, and build quality is on point as well. Unless you're taking video calls in a quiet room, there's no fun to be had when using the Go Air Pop as a calling headset. The controls can be frustrating to operate as well due to weak touch accuracy. The lack of features might turn some consumers off, but what more should you expect from a pair of $20 wireless earbuds? Exactly. Look past these drawbacks and you'll find the Go Air Pop is the best $20 you can spend right now. But that's just my opinion. Why don't you let me know your opinions in the comments down below. Give the video a like if you learned anything, and maybe hit that subscribe button if you enjoy these types of reviews. If you want to learn a little more about some other cheap wireless earbuds, then why not check out this video on the Skullcandy Dimes too? You might find something more for you there.